You know the feeling, right? Your mind is just foggy. You can't quite focus, and it feels like your brain has hit a wall. You're staring at your screen, but the words are just a blur. Or maybe you walk into a room and completely blank on why you went in there. It's that frustrating feeling where your own thoughts feel just out of arm's reach. What if I told you there's a way to cut through that fog? Not with another cup of coffee and not by just trying harder, but with a simple 30-second physical trick. This isn't magic, it's about working with your brain's wiring. It's a method designed to interrupt the stress signals that are jamming up your mental hardware. Think of it as a quick reset button that can help you reclaim your focus in less than a minute. Ready to learn how to reboot your brain? Section 1. The invisible wall, how stress creates brain fog. Before we jump to the fix, it helps to know what we're up against. That brain fog isn't just in your head, it's a real cognitive hiccup, and it's often triggered by one main culprit: chronic stress. Think of your brain as a powerful computer. When you're calm, it runs everything smoothly. But constant stress is like having way too many apps running in the background. Your brain's resources get stretched thin, and everything starts to lag. Here's what's happening biologically. When your brain senses a threat, a looming deadline, a tough conversation, or just the non-stop pace of life, it flips on the fight or flight switch. This floods your system with hormones, especially cortisol. In short bursts, cortisol is great. It gives you the energy and focus to handle a problem right now. But when the stress never lets up, your cortisol levels can stay high, and that's where the trouble begins. The parts of your brain that handle planning, memory, and focus, like the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus, are really sensitive to it. Studies suggest that prolonged high-level stress can affect the hippocampus, a key area for memory. It can disrupt how your brain cells talk to each other and weaken their connections. The result is that feeling of being mentally stuck, poor concentration, fuzzy memory, and a general lack of clarity. Stress-induced brain fog. It's not a personal failure, it's your body's response to being overloaded. And the most frustrating part? You can't just think your way out of it. When your prefrontal cortex is bogged down by stress, focusing harder is like revving an engine that's stuck in the mud. To break free, you need to do something that gets you out of your head. You need a pattern interrupt. Section 2. The power of a pattern interrupt. A pattern interrupt is a simple idea from psychology. It's just a way to break a mental or emotional habit by doing something unexpected. When your brain is stuck in a loop of stress and foggy thinking, that's a pattern. A pattern interrupt is anything that jolts you out of that unproductive cycle. Physical movement is one of the best pattern interrupts there is. When you make your body do something intentional and a little unusual, you force your brain to change gears. It has to stop spinning on abstract worries and focus on a concrete physical action. That little shift is your window to reset. The specific trick we're about to use is a type of cross-lateral exercise. That just means moving a limb across the middle of your body, like touching your right hand to your left knee. These kinds of movements require coordination between the left and right hemispheres of your brain. While you might hear some exaggerated claims out there, the core principle is solid. By getting the two sides of your brain to work together on a simple, coordinated task, you create a powerful pattern interrupt to the stress cycle. It helps break the mental gridlock so you can get back to the present moment. Section 3, the 30-second brain reboot, a step-by-step guide. Ready to give it a try? This exercise is super simple. You can do it anywhere, and we're going to do it right now. It's called a standing cross crawl. Here's how it works. Go ahead and do it with me. First, stand up straight with your feet about shoulder width apart. If you can't stand up, no problem. You can do it sitting down by just lifting your knees toward your opposite hands. Now, take a slow, deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, let's start. Lift your right arm and your left leg at the same time. Bring your right elbow across your body and gently touch your left knee. The key is crossing that invisible line down the center of your body. Now, lower them and switch sides. Lift your left arm and your right leg, bringing your left elbow across to touch your right knee. That's 1 rep. Let's find a nice, steady rhythm, not too fast, not too slow. Right elbow, left knee. Left elbow, right knee. As you do this, really focus on the feeling. Feel your core engaging to keep you balanced. Feel the light tap of your elbow on your knee. Just pay attention to the simple alternating rhythm of your body. Let's keep this going for a full 30 seconds. Starting now. All right, you can stop. Stand straight again, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes for a second. Take one more deep breath. What do you notice? You might feel a little more centered, more present. The mental noise might have quieted down a bit. That feeling of being stuck in your head is probably eased up, even if just slightly. That's the pattern interrupt at work. You successfully shifted your brain's focus from a stress loop to a physical task, giving your mind the break it needed to reset. Did you feel that little shift? If this simple exercise helped you feel even a little clearer, do me a favor and hit that likes button. It really helps the channel, and it lets me know this is valuable for you. Drop a comment and let me know how you feel after trying it. Section 4. So why does this simple movement work? What just happened inside your brain? Let's break it down. You didn't just do a random exercise, you tapped into a few key principles to break the brain fog cycle. First, you created a cognitive diversion. When you're stressed, your mind gets stuck in a loop. By doing a cross-body movement, you gave your brain a new job that required its full attention, coordinating balance and movement. This pulls your focus away from that mental chatter and onto a simple physical task. Second, you engaged in bilateral stimulation. This is a concept where alternating from the left to the right side of the body can have a soothing effect. While a 30-second exercise isn't a full therapy session, the principle of gentle, rhythmic, side-to-side movement can help calm your nervous system. It's the coordination between both sides of your body that helps break the mental static. Third, you used a grounding technique. Grounding is all about pulling your focus out of anxious thoughts and into the present moment through your physical senses. Stress can make us feel disconnected from our bodies. This exercise forces you to reconnect. You have to feel your feet on the floor and pay attention to your balance, which helps you feel more stable and centered. Finally, any little bit of movement helps increase circulation. Getting up for even 30 seconds helps get a little more blood and oxygen flowing to the brain, which is always good for clear thinking. So, this 30-second trick isn't a magic pill. It's a strategic tool. It works not by adding brain power, but by interrupting the mental noise that's blocking the clarity you already have. Section 5. Important medical context. Okay, it's really important to make a distinction here. This technique is fantastic for managing temporary brain fog caused by everyday stress, being tired, or feeling overwhelmed. However, if your brain fog is constant, severe, or seems to be getting worse, please don't just brush it off. Persistent brain fog can be a symptom of underlying medical issues. It can be linked to things like sleep deprivation, hormonal imbalances, nutritional deficiencies, thyroid disorders, depression, long COVID, or other conditions that need a doctor's attention. If your brain fog comes with other symptoms like severe fatigue, chronic pain, or major mood shifts, make an appointment with a healthcare professional. Think of this exercise as good mental hygiene, not a substitute for medical advice. Let's be real. It's easy to feel like your focus is constantly under attack. The demands of modern life can make stress and mental fatigue feel like the new normal. But you're not powerless. This 30-second cross-crawl is more than just a quick fix. It's a reminder that you can actively step in and reset your own nervous system. It's a physical tool to solve a mental problem and a practical way to break the cycle of stress-induced brain fog. Start using it. Try it before a big meeting, when you hit a slump in your work, or anytime you feel that mental haze rolling in. It's free, it's fast, and it works. By recognizing when you're stuck and using a simple pattern interrupt to get free, you're taking back control. You're helping your brain get back to doing what it does best, thinking clearly, focusing, and engaging with your life. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more practical science-based strategies for a better brain. And now, for a question. What's one situation this week where you could use this 30-second reset? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you plan on using it. Thanks for watching, and stay sharp.